So you sent me a message saying we've got the menus and how can I drop them off?
Yeah.
And then I just phoned you straight back and said, can we get together and actually talk about these menus?
Yeah.
Because I think I'm already seeing something that looks very
shiny. They're all sticking out. And I mean, I'll go through the whole process. So, I mean, I came across your work and thought it was amazing. Yeah. And you talked me through basically the little bits of paper and the little things that they represent and bits and bobs to you, and the way that they're designed and what they're thought of, but all the pieces and all the little petals that you put in, they mean little things, or they might mean some things to some people or something to just you. And I got drawn in by the way, just the design and the concept of it, and it sucks you in. You look at the pictures and they just suck you in, and I thought it was absolutely amazing. And I came away from it and I've spoken to my wife Beth saying Robi's work's fantastic, I love it, it's amazing, it's really, really good. And then strangely enough, about 2 days afterwards, someone who lives in Marlow, where the Hand of Flowers is based, called in, and he was clearing out his garage from where his father had passed away, and he was clearing out some stuff, and he brought in a big folder of menus and said, my dad used to collect menus and used to write for bits and bobs for a local newspaper, and this is the file, and these are all the menus that he brought in, and he said, I was wondering if you'd be interested in having a look at them. What do you want to do? And I said, I'll have them. It's great, because for me, as a chef's point of view, this is always history and heritage, and it's fantastic because you can see how dishes have developed and over time, and there was a whole load, and I sat there for a couple of hours just going through them, just thinking, reading the menu and thinking it's great. And then it got me thinking about you and your work, and I thought, wouldn't it be cool if Robi could make it with these old menus? Wow. And then I started thinking about what the menus actually meant to me, and I have some of my old menus. And then actually when people come to the Hand of Flowers, they take away copies of the menu, signed menu or whatever else, and they think, because it's part of their whole experience and their journey. And when you eat out and you have wonderful times, and whether it's a wedding anniversary, or whether it's a first date, whether it's the day that someone proposed to you, whether it's just a big family table and a celebration, or just a meal that you've had an amazing time. And I love the fact that food brings people together. I love the fact that food and restaurants create happy spaces and great environments, and there are always stories that people remember when they went to this restaurant or where they did that, or that, and taking away those menus give people memories. And I think that's really important, because food is really good for that, and those memories build people's character in their lives, and they might get these menus framed, or they might just keep them and tuck them under the in the kitchen drawer and just remember it every now and then. So I thought, well, I don't know if that's going to be enough for Robi to make a piece. And then I thought, well, do you know what, let's put a tweet out there and see if people have got menus that they keep that they don't want anymore. They still mean something to them, because that layer of meaning is something that's really, really important. And it was really important for me to think that all of these menus, because I've got loads more here in the bag, every single one has meant something to somebody in some special way. And I thought, do you know what? I couldn't think of a better person to put it in their hands to go, here's a load of people's memories. Let's put a load of people's memories behind, a frame and behind a piece of glass. And then I thought, do you know what? It would be even better if we could eat off them. So the new restaurant that we're opening in Knightsbridge has got. There were 2 tables that were designed that were marble tables, and they were beautiful. But I didn't think it conveyed warmth, and I want the restaurant to convey warmth and people having a nice time and feeling comfortable. So I thought, you know what? Could we make these into a table? And that's why I thought I'll give you a call, get some menus, and see if you could do some stuff.
Oh man. I'm so excited about this, you have no idea. So I'm particularly excited looking into that bag.
Let me get it. So these are mine. This is one gentleman's in particular, lives in Marlow. And then these, after the tweet, I know there's loads. I mean, see this is a booklet of a wine list.
Oh my goodness.
It's a bits and bobs, right? And I'm not even sure where it is. It's a drinks list of something. But this, right? No one's given them this. They've stolen this. Someone's stolen this, and this is from a night out where they've drunk that wine list. Like, that's amazing. Let's send them that, because we can't send it back to the restaurant because they know we've nicked it. So this is from the Waterside Inn, 1994. Waterside Inn, 3 Michelin star restaurant in Bray. The Roux brothers, history, heritage. Without the Roux brothers, there would be none of us chefs. Okay, so
serious?
So the Le Gavroche, which is their other restaurant that they opened in 1967.
Yeah.
So they celebrated their 50-year anniversary this year.
Wow.
That was the first restaurant to win 3 Michelin stars in this country. And without the Roux brothers underneath them, they're trained Marco Pierre White, Gordon Ramsay,
right.
Pierre
They came through
Kaufman.
their kitchen.
And so they're like at the top of this
Yeah.
triangle that filters all the way down. So without these guys, there's none of us.
When you're talking about like forming memories, like eating and looking at these memories, I mean, even just holding this, what's going through my mind, because energetically what we're going to do with them, I'm hoping it will still have some of this energy when we make the pieces, is someone sat at a table looking through this menu, and every now and again they're looking over it, looking at someone, and there's something completely different going on.
Yeah.
Whether it's romantic, whether it's funny, whether they're lonely, whatever it is. But these are just holding so much memories for some people.
You know, it's like taking a program back from a concert that you loved, or a ticket from a football match, or a T-shirt, or something that you remembered. It's amazing. But I think because it's food and it conveys so much more, and then the use of this, we can use them again.
Have you been? Do you know a restaurant called the Colombe d'Or in the south of France?
No.
I think it's St Paul de France. It's a restaurant coming back to art and food. It was a restaurant where there was people like let me think. I think Picasso and people like that. When they were kind of up and coming, they all went to this restaurant and they were paying with giving paintings.
Oh my God!
So there's all of these like really like tens of millions of pounds worth of paintings all throughout the restaurant, and they built the swimming pool and all of this stuff. But it's like a museum. I'm surprised there's not like guards on the door with the art that's there. And the menu, I wish I'd taken the menu now coming to this project. Yeah. The menu's never changed, and it's originally done by one of the artists, and it was just the whole thought of the food, the restaurant, the art, the menu, it was all seen as one piece.
Yeah, and what we're trying to do in the London space as well is we're trying to create this this vibe where we are embracing British culture and embracing the space with art, which for me is really important, including doing plates as well. So you've very kindly said that you'll do a plate for us as well. So which is fantastic, because it means that there's 3 artists. There's yourself, my lovely wife Beth Cullen, and Anthony Micallef. In London, we're going to have generic plates. So we're going to have all main course plates, all starter plates, all dessert plates. Yeah. But then every now and then we're going to throw in an artist plate and just mix it up. So you could be sat at a table of 4, and 3 of you have got the same plate, and then someone sat there lucky enough to be eating off a Robi plate, and and it just it creates conversation and a point to it, and it gives the weight to something to talk about and to say, and then to explain who the artist is and what the piece of work represents, and the table that they're sat on is actually all old menus, and it starts bringing heart and soul and warmth into a restaurant that for me is the most important thing, and that can be driven by people and personalities. It can be driven by the drinks offering, and of course, as a restaurateur, it can definitely is most importantly driven by food.
Yes.
But you need more than that, I think, and you need amazing pieces of art to help drive that story forward. Which is why these pieces, these menus that have been given to us by so many people's memories are going to help create a fantastic space for me in Knightsbridge, and hopefully keep you busy for the next couple of months.
That's amazing.
Cutting out little petals and sticking them together.
That's amazing.